Peggy 16.
Dearest Mother, I came to this rock to find you. But I only find myself surrounded by schemers. The President, the soldier, the Duchess, and the Cardinal, and those who invited us here. But I won't be a pawn in their games. What brought you here? What have you left for me to find? Are you even still alive?
Why do you think she wanted to leave?
Everything is possible if you make the right choices.
It will take all my skill and my silver tongue to solve this mystery. Before it's too late.
Eh bien, le bonjour à tous et à toutes. On se retrouve aujourd'hui en ce mardi 23 octobre 2018 de façon à poursuivre l'aventure sur le jeu The Council. J'espère que vous allez tous très bien, que vous avez passé une bonne journée. Pour ma part, ça va claquer, mais on fait avec comme d'hab. Et on va pas perdre trop de temps, on va directement reprendre l'aventure sur The Council. Comme ça me permettra de rouler une clope pendant que vous essayerez de résoudre une énigme. Ah ah ah. Ah ah ah. Hein? Alors...
Dear Monsieur de Richet, please excuse me, but I am unable to join you at present. However, rest assured that we are doing all we can to resolve the case that concerns us. By the way, enclosed, you will find a key that will enable you to retrieve the personal effects your mother left behind. Yours faithfully, Lord William Mortimer.
Je trouve une clé. Elle est où ta clé? Parce que oui, on s'était fait tirer dessus la dernière fois. Si je me souviens bien, on s'était fait tirer dessus. Parce qu'on ne voulait pas se pousser pour laisser une autre personne se faire abattre. De mémoire, il me semble que c'était ça. On avait voulu jouer au plus malin, bah on s'était fait défoncer. Bref, alors, premier choix que vous avez. Est-ce qu'on déverrouille ou pas? Où est-ce qu'il y a quelqu'un dans ma chambre? Fuck. Donc, premier choix. Vous décidez. Est-ce qu'on déverrouille ou pas? Je vous rappelle, vous êtes limité au nombre de points de compétence. Faudrait pas les gaspiller. Non, c'est que quelqu'un a voulu jouer sur la corde de l'affectif avec un suicidaire, Clemchan. Ah oui, c'est vrai, on a voulu jouer sur... c'est un mec qui voulait se suicider, oui, c'est vrai. The Council, salut Elzaya, et salut Danon. Bref, est-ce qu'on déverrouille ou pas les gens? C'est votre premier choix de la soirée. La première personne qui répond, on prendra sa réponse. Si au bout de 30 secondes personne n'a répondu, c'est moi qui décide.
Golden Elixir. Golden Elixir.
Ah, bon bah, déverrouillé pour rien.
Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here. Lovely lectures Mortimer's giving to his guests. Very jolly. Amber crystals.
Ouais, là, je vous ai pas laissé le choix, je l'ai fait parce que bon, 3 ans pour savoir si on va faire un truc. Bon, est-ce qu'on peut aller sur notre balcon? Non. Est-ce qu'on peut y aller par là? Non. Par là? Non. Par là? Non. On peut se barrer. Oui. On peut se barrer, mais on peut aussi parler à ce mec.
slowly now. It's a miracle that you're still alive, so let's not force it.
Yes, don't worry. The
Alors, le
bastard
jeu
really let
ultra
me
sombre,
have
je sais pas pour vous, mais
You have
pour moi,
given
le
us
jeu
a
est ultra
fine
sombre.
lesson in courage, Louis. Can't say it's done you much good. But still, not everyone would have done it.
What's happened to Peru?
He has withdrawn into silence. Lord Mortimer gave him something to calm him down, and let's just say it was a healthy dose. He's locked in his room in a nearly catatonic state. We can't exactly say it's good for our business, Louis.
What do you mean?
We just lost a vote for Mortimer's cause at the conference.
I must admit that's not the first thing that came into my mind.
Don't get me wrong. It's not that I am indifferent to Peru's personal tragedy, but I simply can't forget the interests of my nation.
All is not lost. I have faith that Mortimer will find a solution. And I'm certain it won't be long before he lets us...
Je vais voir s'il y a le jeu, je peux pas corriger ça. Non. Non. Je suis désolé, j'ai rien pour le côté sombre. Là, j'ai éclairci un petit peu via le stream, mais c'est la luminosité quoi que j'éclaircis, c'est pas... C'est pas le
What
jeu,
would
quoi.
you say to a cup of herbal tea? It'll do you a world of good.
With pleasure.
Next time, I'll listen to my mother. Not a day has gone by without something happening to me.
Ouais. J'ai fait ce que je pouvais là au niveau de l'éclairage pour vous.
Louis, open up, please.
En tout cas, ce que je pouvais là dans... Ce que je pouvais dans le temps de partie.
Louis. Ah, there you are at last.
Yes,
I just saw your mother. She was accompanied by Emily, and they both went into the Duchess's room. I tried to join them, but I was refused entry. Louis, this does not bode well.
Oh, shit. Emily might want to avenge her sister. I must act quickly.
You're right, Mr. President. Thank you.
Est-ce qu'on peut se balader plutôt que foncer, sauver Non, fermé. Vite. J'ai envie de me balader là, moi, avant d'essayer de sauver la duchesse ou de sauver notre mère. Ah ah, je peux rentrer ici. C'est chez qui?
President George Washington.
Oh, chez Washington, allez. On va voir qu'est-ce qu'on peut lui piquer. Ouh.
Devil's Thorn. I'll keep it. Devil's Thorn. I'll keep it.
Pour l'invulnérabilité?
Devil's Thorn. I'll keep it.
Voilà. On voit les points faibles. Tu es faible. Tu es faible, Luke. Tu es un faible Jedi, Luke Skywalker. Tout manque d'entraînement. Ouais, je peux aller chez n'importe qui là ou quoi? Là c'est fermé, ok. Alors, tac 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 tac.
My dear George, I'd like to invite you to join me as planned at my place. I have a project to show you. It is time that the United States played a more important role on the world stage. I understand your reluctance of playing with fire. I know your new country is very young, but rest assured that I would do nothing to jeopardize what we have built together. I look forward to seeing you soon. Your friend, William.
Est-ce qu'on déverrouille ou pas les gens? Vous choisissez. C'est vous qui décidez, pas moi. Est-ce qu'on déverrouille ou pas? Déverrouille. Faudrait que je te déverrouille, Azalea.
They say that if you drink this, it gives you a real boost.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Soleil. Ouais. 1, 2, 3, soleil. Ouais.
What do you want from me, de Richet? Get on with it. I'm busy.
Lui parler du colloque, lui parler du comportement de Perru ou partir. Vous choisissez. Vu que c'est limité dans le temps, j'ai mis en pause. Colloque, Perru ou partir. Vous voulez lui parler de quoi? Le comportement de Perru. Ok.
What a tragedy about Mr. Baru.
Are you joking? That bonehead had it coming to him.
C'est personnel comme remarque. Commence là ou ne pas insister. Vous décidez.
You seem to have taken a personal stance. Am I wrong?
Ever since I found out that footprints incriminating him were found next to Elizabeth's body, you can be sure that given the opportunity, I would have put a bullet in his mouth myself.
Lui parler du colloque, lui parler du comportement de Perru ou partir. Vous choisissez. Colloque, Perru ou partir. Du colloque.
I wanted to speak to you about
Je
the
rappelle,
conference.
première personne qui
Listen,
poste,
you
c'est ce que je prends comme choix.
side. You had every possible reason to make the right choice, but you preferred to commit yourself to Mortimer. Good luck, because it's a lost battle. The subject is closed. Anything else?
Lui parler de colloque, lui parler de comportement de Perru ou partir. Décidez. Perru encore.
What a tragedy about Mr. Baru.
Are you joking? That bonehead had it coming to him.
Je rappelle, il nous reste plus beaucoup de points de compétence hein, en bas. Il nous en reste que 2. Et si on veut déverrouiller des coffres après, on pourra pas.
Excuse me, this is the wrong room.
C'est bien. Alzalia vient d'obtenir la compétence abandonnée. Il faut bien lâcher l'affaire au bout d'un moment. Ah ah ah. Ça c'est notre chambre. Parti par là, j'ai fait un tour complet. Faudra-t-il que je couvre?
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
Je crois que non. Il a...
President George Washington.
George Washington, ouais. Ah oui, ici c'est la chambre de la sacrifiée.
A chest with a half circle pattern.
Ah, on a la clé. Est-ce que vous préférez déverrouiller malgré tout? On utilise la clé ou on déverrouille? La chambre de jet? Ah, bonne question, ça j'en sais rien.
No space left. I'll retrieve it later.
Même pas de gelée royale. Mais fuck this shit. Je crois que le jeu il veut plus que vous utilisiez vos compétences, hein, les gens. Niveau-là, c'est pas possible.
3rd November, 1791. My dear sister, the cancellation of our reunion hit me like a stab to the heart. Father told me it was for your well-being, but I can't help but blame him. He claims that your condition has worsened and that it could be dangerous for both of us if we met. If only I knew where you were, believe me, I'd be at your side. I haven't received any news from you in a long time. Please write. Your loving sister, Abigail. P.S. I hope you like the enclosed talisman. August 24th, 1792. Elizabeth, I am driven to despair and doubt there is any point in writing to you. I'm not even sure you'll receive my letters. Father controls my correspondence more and more. I am certain he filters our exchanges. Thankfully, one of the chambermaids is able to help. June 11th, 1791.
Bon. La sœur qui parle à celle qui s'est sacrifiée. C'est trop tard, elle s'est déjà sacrifiée, elle est morte. Elle est morte.
I'm writing to inform you of...
Ouais, ça c'est le père, on avait déjà lu le père. Bon bah y a rien d'autre hein. Alors on doit aller où là? Par là? Il me perd toujours dans cette baraque de merde. Est-ce que je peux descendre? Non. Ça aurait été trop bien.
Monsieur Johann van Volner.
Non plus. Non plus. Ah là par contre le jeu il est trop éclairé quoi. Putain. Le jeu qui me fait chier au niveau de l'éclairage quoi. Un coup trop éclairé, un coup pas assez. On peut pas monter. On peut pas descendre. On va voir cette boîte.
Monsieur Jacques Perru.
Come on, for Christ's sake, Peru. Wake up!
De Richet, what do you want?
Oh, great. He doesn't look inclined to let me pass. Get rid of him.
Don't make me repeat
Aha!
myself, de Richet. What
Et
are
c'est
you
parti
here
les
for?
gens.
You wouldn't be in cahoots with Peru by any chance now, would you?
C'est parti les gens. Et vous? Allez, je vais être gentil, juste avant je claque ça. Il est immunisé contre le venir voir l'état de Perru. Déjà,
What am I doing here?
c'était une bonne réponse.
I could ask you the same question. This isn't your room as far as I know.
Don't go trying one-upmanship with me. I have a very good reason to be here.
Right. Find a way of getting rid of him, Louis. Otherwise, he won't leave you alone.
I am persuaded that Mortimer has a secret room somewhere in the manor. If I'm here, it's obviously because Perrault must know where it is. But you might even know about it. Do you?
Alors, on peut claquer ça, essayer dans son bureau, non? Mais sinon, vous avez le choix. Mais on peut faire celui-là, je vous le dis. Donc choisissez, et vite. Parce que ce que j'ai claqué pour voir les unités.
Look, if Mortimer really has a secret room, you ought to try in his study, don't you think?
Probably, yes.
Anyhow, that's where I would have built one.
I'll go and see in his study. But I'm warning you, de Richet. If you're taking me for a ride, I'll make you regret it.
Right. That's one thing out of the way.
Alors, tu dis easy, Elzalia. Je t'ai rappelé, on n'a plus rien en points de compétence et on n'a plus d'objet pour obtenir des points de compétence. Merci, Elzalia. Donc là, je peux pas le déverrouiller, ça. Easy. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy.
Dear Monsieur... All right. I've retrieved everything.
Toute action particulière, je ne peux plus les faire. Vous êtes avertis. Tant que j'aurais pas retrouvé au moins de la gelée royale ou le truc ça, je ne peux rien faire.
Friend, please come and join us. We must meet about the ongoing operations in Paris. A boat will be waiting for you in Calais and will take you to Dover in
Ah, c'est
From
pas
there,
une...
a carriage will take you to the port of Tintagel, where a frigate will be waiting for you and other guests, so you can meet up with me on my island as quickly as possible. I await your arrival. Lord William Mortimer.
C'est pas une question d'instinct, d'un nom. C'est tous les choix qui demandent, ou toutes les actions qui demandent des points de compétence, on ne peut plus les utiliser. Je pense que tu vas peut-être mieux comprendre si je parle à lui. Et qu'il y a des choix de compétences. Lui parler, l'examiner, fouiller ses poches ou le laisser.
He's in a catatonic state.
Ah, ça on peut le faire parce qu'on a suffisamment monté la compétence pour pouvoir le faire et sans que ça nous coûte le moindre truc. Mais les autres on peut pas.
I've seen patients after a major trauma before, but nothing like this. Mortimer has spared no effort to calm him down.
Monsieur!
I don't want to.
Monsieur Perru!
No. I won't. No. No, no, doctor, no!
Oh man, I don't know what Mortimer has given him, but he's not looking all there. Let's see what he has on him.
On peut plus faire d'action sur lui, on a déjà fait les actions qu'on pouvait.
Dear Monsieur... All right, I've retrieved everything.
Monsieur Napoleon Bonaparte.
On peut aller dans sa chambre? Non. Ça aurait été trop beau. T'as déjà vu l'épée?
My dearest son, I'm writing to implore you to act quickly. The situation is rapidly worsening here.
On l'a déjà vu. On peut aller sur le balcon. Bonne chose ça. Toujours bien quand on peut aller sur le balcon.
I have to get inside Emily's room through the... Shit! It's locked.
Vous choisissez dans le chat.
No way. It's too sturdy.
Juste pour que vous voyez, si on essaye, on ne peut pas.
No way. It's too sturdy. Damn it. It's closed. Seems like the key is still in the lock on the other side. That means I won't be able to pick it. Or I could do as I did the last time in the tower room. wonder if I can get the key by pushing something underneath and making it fall. Slowly, Louis. Nice and slow.
Yeah!
It's not a very complex lock. I'm sure I can force it if I can just find something to smash it with.
J'aime vous foutre en l'air vos trucs. Non. Non. On avait toujours les mains avec nous. Oh, oh, oh. On l'a gardé, hein. On a gardé les mains depuis le temps. Est-ce qu'on prend l'épée ou pas? Est-ce qu'on prend l'épée, les gens? Vous décidez. Je viens de l'examiner, tu vas pas me demander de la réexaminer. Je viens de le faire. Non. Donc on prend pas l'épée. Ok. C'est ton choix, hein.
I must act fast.
My dear Napoleon.
On l'a déjà lu. Juste avant d'avancer, je vais quand même essayer d'aller... Yalla!
I do believe that's Emily's voice.
Vous choisissez.
I can't understand what she's saying. Emily! Emily, are you there? Answer me. Emily!
Elles en ont rien à battre. Hein. Vous décidez. Ah, on peut le crocheter. On peut te forcer la porte, ou sinon on peut passer par le balcon. Ah ah! Ah ah ah! Vous choisissez. Crocheter. Ah, trop tard, non.
Open it. It must be blocked on the other side. I'll have to find another way in, quick.
Bon bah on peut pas crocheter, mais on peut pas forcer du coup. C'est dommage. C'est tellement dommage. Je sais pas s'il y avait pas une autre pièce de l'autre côté. Oui, je me balade. Oui.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
Monsieur de Richet, I have no time. I was about to join Sir Gregory. Come back later.
Vous choisissez dans le chat.
I wanted to talk to you a moment and...
I am expected. I'm sorry. We shall talk later.
Oh! Comment il nous a dégagé le mec! Oh, oh le malpoli!
That's me.
J'ai mis envie de re-rentrer dans sa chambre juste pour le faire chier. Mal parlé. Bon bah du coup on va passer par le balcon. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Très débloqué, finesse. Ouh là là. Fermé. Je sais que c'est pas là la chambre d'Emily, mais bon. J'ai juste envie de voir.
It's as if there are several people inside.
Once again, you're the one who's the victim in all this. What are you on about now? I should never have told you what happened to me. That's how it
A
works,
letter
and
from
you know
William
it full
Pitt
well.
the Younger,
I'm not that
addressed to
naive.
Emily.
I know
He's
you
the present
inside out.
Prime Minister of
Stop.
the United Kingdom.
We'll end up losing
Emily has
everything if
indeed
you
some
keep
powerful
on.
backers. 2 coils circle the lock.
C'est le mec qui en a rien à foutre.
A letter from William Pitt the Elder, addressed to Emily. He was the English Prime Minister. This letter dates from 15 years ago now. Madam.
Ah, il y a une personne déjà au sol.
What on earth is... You... Mother?
How dare you do this to me? You can talk. After everything I've done for you. You are joking, I hope, right? I gave you my life. That's enough, Emma. Now that Louis is here, you will leave Sarah alone. Cease your revenge immediately. What? If you think you're going to... Louis, help me, I beg you. I can no longer reason with her. I am Emily. Quit playing games. What? Honestly, don't be ridiculous. No. I am Emily. You are wasting your time. Louis knows very well how to tell us apart. After everything we've been through together.
Yes, well...
Don't you dare bring him into this. This is between you and me. I ask for nothing more, so stop taking it out on Sarah. You prissy little bitch! How dare you! Now that I've told you everything, you want to take my place, do you? You are joking, I hope. I'm the one who told you everything that's been going on while you were away. Go on then. That's what you want, isn't it? You want to kill me. Go on then, shoot! After all the trouble I've gone through to find you. Go on. What are you waiting for? Here, Louis, take this.
Wait, what's going...
An entire life for this. Go on, shoot!
Salut Furieux, ça va?
I can't shoot her.
Moi fatigué, mais sinon ça va.
That's enough, Emma. Louis, out of the way. She's dangerous. Don't trust her. What are you trying to do? Louis, out of the way. I am not Emma. Come on, Louis, tell her who the real Emily is.
Wait,
That's right, Louis. I'm fed up with this little game. Tell him who the real Emily is.
Why do these things always happen to me?
Well, Louis, come on, you know how to tell us apart, right?
Yes, but... I'd like to ask you a few questions to make sure there's no doubt.
Rational and open, Louis. Let's see. How can I tell them apart? Wait, I've got an idea.
On the night of our arrival...
Allez, vous décidez, c'est important là. La jumelle d'en face. Ouais, non, moi je sens qu'elle va tout faire capoter. Hein.
You gave me something. I wasn't feeling very well, and you gave me something. What was it?
My handkerchief. And you even kept it. It was stained with your blood. Louis, I already told her. This is all a waste of time. I'm the one who told you.
Right. Let's find something else. Ah, yes. Let's speak about my arrival at the manor.
On peut faire ça, on a suffisamment de points. Ah oui, non, moi, non, oui, complètement.
On the night of our arrival, we were warming ourselves in front of the fire. Mortimer welcomed us in a certain way. What happened exactly?
Well played, Louis.
Il y a une immunité.
Unfortunately, I'm not the one you should have asked that question to. Mortimer did not welcome us. It was Sir Gregory who welcomed us that night. Mortimer didn't show up until 2 days later. I know that as well.
Very well.
Let's try something else.
On the first night, we went up to bed, but I wasn't tired. I went for a little stroll.
Ah, je vois distinguer qui est la jumelle qu'on connaît. Allez, papa, déjà 2 choix en moins, papa. Nous sommes-nous vus?
Do you remember if we saw each other that night or not?
Not at all. Don't think you're going to get away with this deception so easily. I can assure you, you're going to regret pretending to be me once Louis has exposed you.
Right. I don't think I'll get very far like this. I'll have to find something better.
Oh, I don't think I'll even wait until he's finished.
Take it easy now.
Are you mad, Louis?
Lower your arm.
I better act quickly if I don't want things to get out of hand.
Come on, she's putting one over on you. Look at yourself for crying out loud. You were prepared to shoot me down.
In the secret room behind the study. Talk to them about what you've been doing. Maybe they haven't spoken about it between each other yet.
On the night of the disappearance of Elizabeth Adams.
What about it? What do you want to know about that night?
Continue de choisir. Moi, je rigole bien. On peut pas poser ça comme question, on n'a pas suffisamment de points. Ta, ta, ta.
We found ourselves in Mortimer's secret gallery. What did we find in that room?
A load of old junk that Mortimer had collected. A so-called Pandora's box in the form of an urn. An old sheepskin that he must take for the Golden Fleece. The Bible of Judas. Property deeds as old as the hills. And a broken old sword. You are wasting your time, Louis. She already knows all that. Of course I do. I was there. That's enough! I've had enough of this charade. Louis, there's only one way to tell us apart. There's just one thing I didn't tell her about in detail. Too bad for you, Emma. I didn't want it to come to this, but you leave me no choice. Ask her about you and I. You just lost, Emma. I indeed didn't tell you everything about it. Come, Louis. Speak about our intimacy.
Very well, let's talk about us.
Est-ce que vous avez trouvé qui est la vraie en face? Allez, pour être sympa, je claque pour voir les immunités. Je suis sympa avec vous.
Last night, you came to visit me, and I can't help wondering why. Why did you come to my room?
Louis, you must be mistaken. I did not go to your room last night, and that's where your little game ends, Emma. Because I never told you about it. So, there you can't answer. What? No! You didn't do that. I didn't want you to be jealous of Louis. Remember how you always used to react whenever you felt you were competing against a man? You dirty...
That's enough. I've had enough of this charade. That's enough, both of you. Now I know who the real Emily is.
Non, je vais faire Astropole, parce que c'est un choix important. Désolé, ça va être Ostropole de décider. Comme ça, ceux qui ont suivi le jeu ont la réponse, ceux qui n'ont pas suivi le jeu, savent pas. Ah, le sel là. Je sens cette petite odeur de sel. Donc, allez-y, je vous laisse 30 secondes. L'odeur de sel. Ah, vous êtes pas tellement en accord, Alzavia, depuis le début du stream, hein. Je t'en veux pas, mais bon. Vous êtes pas tellement en accord. Hein. Allez, fin du temps. Vous avez voté pour derrière et pas devant. Moi je serais pour dire que les deux c'est Emily, comme ça on se tape les deux, mais bon. Oh, oh, on n'a pas le choix.
You are Emily Hillsborough.
I knew you wouldn't get it wrong, Louis. No! You little bitch! Watch out, Louis! No!
Hell, what have I done?
See what you've done. See.
Louis? What on earth is going on?
Mother!
Go. You must leave. Everyone's going to arrive.
Louis, what's going on?
Duchess? Is everything all right?
Go! Go, Mother! No one must find you here.
Go.
Come, Louis. There's nothing more you can do.
But I...
Leave us.
Emily, what's going on?
Mother, go to the crypt. I'll meet you there.
I'll be waiting for you.
Emily.
Madam, I'm coming in.
Ça dépend, au fur et à mesure, le corps est encore chaud.
Let me stay with her, please. Go, I'll cover you.
Grâce à vous, on a tué une personne. Ah, ça me fait plaisir. Vous me faites plaisir, là. Genre... ça fait du bien de massacrer des gens comme ça, gratuitement. La gratuité. Bonheur. Et maintenant, on va frapper la porte. Faire genre, que se passe-t-il?
They're all here. They must have heard the gunshot.
Where is Lord Mortimer?
Can anyone hear anything through the door?
Et on va les voir.
Did you hear that? I was not dreaming, was I?
Certainly not, Duke Godoy.
What's going on?
Someone had the bang coming from the Duchess's room, and she isn't answering.
Gentlemen, go back to your rooms. Go back to your rooms. I shall find out from Lord Mortimer what this is all about. Thank you.
Et comme ça, mais...
Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
My instructions are clear, sir. No one is to enter.
Je tiens quand même à rappeler, il y a un cadavre dans la pièce. Ils vont laisser Emily avec le cadavre de sa sœur jumelle dans la pièce. Ils sont cons. Ils sont complètement cons. Donc tu vois, Alzalia, je t'avais dit de prendre l'épée. Je suis sûr que si on avait pris l'épée, on aurait peut-être pu éviter de la tuer. Je t'avais dit. Mais toi, non, t'as pas voulu prendre l'épée parce que voilà, c'est une épée. Gna 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 gna. Chais. Bien fait pour toi. Prochaine fois, tu m'écoutes et tu prends l'épée. Du moment qu'il n'y a pas encore d'odeur, c'est discret. Ouais, mais il n'y a pas que l'odeur, Féozia, je suis désolé, à la vue, t'imagines, tu te réveilles, tu vois le cadavre de ta soeur jumelle, t'as... Ok. Et c'est une année. Ouais, mais Napoléon, et lui, ça l'aurait pas tant dérangé que ça si ça avait été pour éviter de tuer quelqu'un. Pour tuer quelqu'un, oui, là, je peux comprendre, mais là, ça aurait été pour éviter... Bon, on peut passer par là, mais avant ça... Hein? Je vais me barrer! Je vais me barrer, 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 On peut même pas lui parler. Genre il nous fait la gueule. Pidipiu, pidipiu, pidipiu. Pidipiu, pidipiu.
Chronicles of the Amber Princess. As I recall, Dorkin was my favorite character.
Oui, je voulais passer par la cuisine avant. Il me semble que la cuisine, c'est pas la cuisine, mais la table à manger. Pour voir s'il n'y a pas moyen de récupérer quand même un petit peu le gelé royal. Désolé, mais là, on a vraiment 0 point de compétence. Bah, très bien, et... non, ça vient, moi, ça peut aller, je suis fatigué. Mais sinon, ça va. Et je me délecte de voir les feuilles de certains. On va regarder le tableau. Pidipiou, pidipiou, pidipiou. Pidipiou, pidipiou. On peut pas jouer un morceau? Pidipiou. Pidipiou, pidipiou, pidipiou. Pidipiou, 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 pidipiou.
The lock is surrounded by a triple circle.
On peut déverrouiller si vous voulez. On peut le déverrouiller si vous voulez. Dis-moi que c'est de la gelée royale. Dis-moi que c'est de la gelée royale.
All right, I've retrieved everything.
Oui. Hop là. On a de nouveau des... Ah, c'est le... On a de nouveau des points. Quand même fatigué. Impossible. Ah bah... Allez, si tu veux... je suis fatigué, autant que toi, tu t'es fait défoncer sur Stick Fight. De rien. C'était gratuit. Et que tu utilises des excuses bidons, genre, j'étais pas prêt. Je ne vois pas de quoi tu parles. Ou que si que tu vois. Ou que si que tu vois très bien de quoi je parle. On peut le déverrouiller cette boîte aussi. Est-ce que vous voulez qu'on la déverrouille?
Devil's Thorn. I'll keep it.
Ah, je suis désolé, mais ça je me souviens pas. Mais moi je me souviens très bien d'une personne qui s'est faite défoncer à plusieurs reprises et qui a même demandé à un autre joueur de l'aider pour me défoncer. Mais qui a malgré tout appris une branlée. Année.
Amber.
Ça te dit quelque chose? Oh que oui, ça doit te dire quelque chose, hein, mais... Tu te souviens pas quand tu as demandé à Haroun de t'aider? Et que malgré tout, je vous ai défoncé? Que la première fois, vous m'avez battu, mais les autres fois, je vous ai défoncé. Malgré vos alliances. Eh ouais. Oui, oui. Oui, c'est ça, Nae. Genre, tu ne lui as rien demandé. C'est pour ça que quand tu avais une arme à feu, moi et Haroun n'en avait pas. Haroun était entre toi et moi. Comme par hasard, t'as complètement ignoré Haroun. Haroun a fait exprès de ne pas t'attaquer. Il est allé à l'opposé, de façon à ce que moi je me prenne la balle. C'est pas du tout voulu, hein. C'était pas une entente ou quoi que ce soit. Non. Pas le genre. Oui, oui, vous avez fait ça, mais... Fais pas genre que tu t'en souviens pas. Ah non, là c'est là d'où je viens. Non, c'était complètement fait exprès, mais... Cette alliance était complètement faite exprès. Arrête de sortir que c'était pas fait exprès. T'as fait exprès de le laisser aller dans ton dos et il a fait exprès de ne pas t'attaquer. Genre, non, c'est pas fait exprès. Oh, ouais, non.
As I recall, Dorkin was my favorite character.
Bon bah, je crois qu'on a fait le tour, hein. Ouais, on a fait le tour. Donc du coup, maintenant, faut qu'on aille dans le jardin. Ben, 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 ben. C'est ça, vous allez... Ouais, mais Naï adore dire ben. Ben, ben. Ben, ben, ben. Naï is in the place. Ben, ben, ben. Un kilomètre à pied.
Louis! At last, there you are.
Mother, wait,
Come, we have to be quick.
No, wait, Mother,
Time is running out, Louis. First, we must...
No! That's enough. I won't go a step further unless you explain to me what is going on here. I'm begging you. Talk to me.
You must trust me, my son. You are not ready yet.
You're the one who should trust me. Tell me what's happening.
You would never believe me.
I came all the way here for you. Now I've found you. I'm ready, Mother.
If only... Louis, I have always taught you to keep your mind open and rational. I know you are going to find this hard to believe, but what I am going to reveal to you is entirely true. Many years ago, I found out that demons really do live among us.
I beg your pardon?
And that they can influence our thoughts.
Mother, listen to yourself. I know you're exhausted, but for crying out loud, listen to what you're saying. Demons? What next? An ancient monster with a head like an octopus? What do your demons look like? Have they got horns and a pointed tail?
No, these are not creatures with billy goat's legs. Forget your Christian folklore. Imagine them more as parasitic spirits. They possess their hosts and direct them from inside.
Parasitic spirits?
Yes, they are capable of going from one body to another as they see fit. And 2 of them are present on this island.
Right. So let me guess.
Je dirais bien Mortimer, moi. Moi, je dirais Mortimer, par défaut. Dans le tas. Dans le tas, je dirais Mortimer. Le croque-mitaine et le Père Noël. Oh, cela me fait délirer. Ça vous dit qu'on réponde ça? Est-ce que ça vous dit qu'on lui réponde ça? Bon, bah je vais attendre qu'une personne me donne une des réponses. Et quand je dis réponse, avec tout qui est écrit. Si personne ne répond d'ici 30 secondes, moi je choisis le croque-mitaine. Je choisis le croque-mitaine et le Père Noël. Et merde.
Lord Mortimer and Sir Gregory, right?
You felt it too?
No, even if Home does look the part. But I don't know who else could do it, given that we're on their territory.
Many years ago, well before you were born, I crossed paths with one of them. Since then, I've spent my life trying to find it again. When we recovered the Alizif, I was persuaded that von Burchard was working for this demon in one way or another. But I thought he would hand the book to a middleman during this conference. That's where I made an error that could well turn out to be fatal. The one who Burchard was meant to give the book to was none other than the demon in person, Mortimer. Not to mention that Home had sent Volner to get it for him.
Home and Mortimer are demons?
They both seem to disagree about many things, but I'll admit I never knew exactly why. There are many of them, Louis, not just those two.
Mother, have you any proof to support any of this?
Of course, but you do too. You had everything laid out in front of you. Didn't you notice anything?
Donc choisissez. J'aurais tendance à dire que Mortimer c'est quand même le mec qui veut à tout prix créer une guerre entre les États-Unis, non, entre la France et l'Espagne, puis entre les États-Unis et le monde entier. Donc Mortimer est plus que louche. Donc je vais choisir.
Well, those property deeds across the world, all signed by the same hand and over several centuries.
I am proud of you, Louis.
I found your notes, written in lemon juice.
Where all eyes size you up. At one stage, I was so afraid of losing my mind that I noted everything down. Congratulations, Louis. Wait, please tell me you didn't open Pandora's box.
The urn? Yes, I did. Why?
Too bad. We'll deal with it later.
Choisissez.
I must admit, I found it difficult to understand how and why Mortimer didn't have a place in history.
On the continent, Mortimer and Home are mere dandies who organize society balls. History forgets them with a disconcerting facility. No one speaks about them, and yet they whisper in the ears of kings and presidents.
Allez dans le chat, n'hésitez pas à répondre. Bon, on est parti pour faire tous les choix.
You understood the Masonic date.
1191.
Of course! It was during that siege that the demon took possession of Sir Mortimer. They spent a whole night in conversation until the early hours of the morning. Mortimer had passed the test. He had charmed the demon, and so it chose him to be its host for centuries to come. But tell me, Did you find his secret study?
I did indeed.
Did you see his maps of the world?
He has contacts the world over.
Yes. I've been developing the Golden Order across the world for many years, and I've never seen anyone with such influence. It's simply inhuman.
You mean the conference?
How can you
Non mais
explain
Azaria, c'est
that
surtout si
someone
j'attends que vous
manages to
répondiez à
bring
chaque
together
fois.
so many important figures without anyone knowing?
And without any security or personnel.
Louis, I am proud of you. You came all this way. You found me. You have surpassed me.
You taught me everything I know. Right. How did it all begin?
I saw him.
What do you mean you saw him?
I was 20 years old. I was young and carefree. I traveled the world in search of adventure. In the Persian Gulf, we came across an ancient grimoire that became unlocked. Composed of 7 parts, each one was a book in itself, set in a sort of metal armor that structured the whole thing. When all the volumes were brought together, they formed a single book. On my return to Paris, I set to studying these pages. I spent all my days and nights studying them.
Oh, I can imagine you doing that.
But the writing was in a language I had never seen before, developed well before Sumerian, in my opinion. So I got the idea to form a small occult circle composed of all the major names in the occult world to see if anyone else could crack it.
And you found no one.
And I found someone, Louis. I found him, or rather he found me. He was young, charismatic, he was flamboyant.
Vous choisissez. Là, c'est dommage qu'il n'y ait pas comme réponse le Père Noël, parce que j'aurais bien répondu le Père Noël. Il était jeune, charismatique, il était flamboyant. Père Noël? Pour rappel. Donc, Mortimer. Pour ce qui est de Holm. Et pour ce qui est du dernier, il me semble pas qu'on l'ait. Ah si. Ah non, Von Borcher. On n'a pas Von Borcher. Non, on n'a pas Von Borcher. Donc choisissez les gens. Je dirais pas Von Borcher, mais c'est toi qui as décidé.
Who are you talking about? Von Borchard?
No, Mortimer, of course. He was a veritable mine of knowledge. I showed him the book, and he was able to decipher a few passages. We spent several months together studying the pages. He helped me understand certain passages until I realized that he only translated a few parts for me. But I had aroused his interest. It was too late.
How so?
I mean to say he manipulated me. He used me, and in the end, he stole the book with all its secrets.
Did he ever go to your place?
Not once. At least I don't think so. But before disappearing, he proposed a pact between us. He proposed that I follow him and let him teach me, allow him to bring me up.
Ouais. En même temps, c'est livré, le mec, le parasite est vraiment une saloperie. Si par contre, elle ment, mais elle est complètement tarée, la mère.
And you refused, of course.
Why, naturally, Louis. You don't make deals with the devil. After that, I spent my whole life looking for him. 3 years later, in Berlin, I just missed him. In London, I lost 6 members of the Order in a chase. In 1741, in Tunisia, I found a sect of fanatics who had crossed paths with him once. 1741 in Poland, 1749 in India.
8 years ago in Venice.
We agreed never to speak about what happened in Venice, Louis.
Choisissez.
You agreed, and that was before you spoke to me about demons. Wait, the baby we delivered, you and me, that night in Venice, did he have anything to do with Lord Mortimer?
The child was his son.
We stole his son? Are you insane? I always thought we took him to save him.
That was the case. It was precisely to save him from his father.
Need I remind you the mother died during childbirth? What became of the child?
Later. For the moment, that is not the key issue here. Once we found the Al-Azif in Paris, I followed von Borchardt's trail here. I didn't think it would lead me straight to the demon. It was careless of me. He toyed with me for a few days, until I caught on, until I saw him as he was. But he had no intention of letting me leave. We are all his pawns, Louis, and if we don't want to spend the rest of our lives turning round in circles here, we must absolutely get off this island. All right, can we move on?
Wait a minute, one last thing.
Choisissez. Je peux tout faire.
I want to know what happened with Elizabeth Adams.
Louis, we haven't time for those details.
C'est vous qui avez décidé, hein.
I'm sorry, Mother, but I want to know.
She was one of the receptacles for these monsters. I met her parents when she was born. One of the demons got inside her. The demon used her to spy on her father, John Adams. He is one of the founding fathers and vice president of the United States, you know.
Mortimer possessed her?
No, I don't think it was Mortimer. Her father, John Adams, hired me to tend to her, but the evil in her was too deep. In spite of the various treatments I tried on her, I never succeeded in getting it out of her. It's not something I'm proud of, Louis, but I had to try everything.
Pour information, Adam, c'est la folle, c'est ça. C'est la folle qui est morte, la première qui est morte.
Do you know who killed her?
Absolutely not.
I want to know what happened with Elizabeth Adams.
Louis, we haven't time for those details.
I'm sorry, Mother, but I want to know.
She was one of the receptacles for these monsters.
J'ai envie de voir ce que ça donne si on le mettait l'autre.
Born, one of the demons got inside her. The demon used her to spy on her father, John Adams. He is one of the founding fathers and vice president of the United States, you know.
Mortimer possessed her?
No, I don't think it was Mortimer. Her father, John Adams, hired me to tend to her, but the evil in her was too deep. In spite of the various treatments I tried on her, I never succeeded in getting it out of her. It's not something I'm proud of, Louis, but I had to try everything.
Mother, did you kill her?
Of course not. Don't be stupid. I had no interest in getting rid of her.
I want to know what happened between you and Emily's sister.
Great responsibility often brings difficult choices, Louis. That's all you need to know.
Je vais choisir.
Mother, I won't take a step further if you don't answer me.
You dare blackmail me?
I'm listening.
All right, I used her. So there you are. Happy now? We had the Al-Azif, and I didn't think we would be able to escape with it. In order to ensure that the book did not fall into their hands, or that one of them couldn't read in us where we had hidden it, I asked Emily to...
It's Emma.
Yes, or rather for me, it was Emily. So I asked Emma to hide it without anyone seeing. And then I disposed of her. I am sorry for her, but she was part of the Golden Order, Louis. She knew the rules when she joined.
Mais c'est pas elle qui a tué Emma, étant donné que c'est nous qui avons tué Emma.
What did you negotiate about the Al-Azif with Volner?
Absolutely nothing. I managed to pull the wool over his eyes until I found a way to flee.
What was going on with the cannons in Tuscany?
It was nothing.
Donc vous choisissez. À propos des canons pour Bonaparte.
Since when does the Order finance wars?
The cannons for that Bonaparte fellow? Listen, once in the lion's den, I did whatever I could to appear legitimate. So yes, I pretended to be interested in Mortimer's project about a young military man who was seeking funding for a foundry in Tuscany. Between you and me, if buying China would have enabled me to escape, I would have signed without hesitation.
Elle aurait été prête à vendre la Chine. Alors prêt.
Samuel Ritter du Choix, you wanted to send me a letter about Godoy.
I wanted you to run a check on Duke Manuel. But frankly, it doesn't really matter anymore now. Godoy is just a pawn like the others. He is not the one I was looking for.
You know, I found your package under a wharf plank.
As a matter of fact, I needed it yesterday. I wasn't expecting anyone to take it.
On the evening of my arrival, Cardinal Piaggi came looking for you. He was determined to give you a letter.
More of his lists. Louis, I think I know what's in that letter, and I beseech you to believe that it is the least of our worries. We can sort that out later.
Are you going to tell me what happened to your hand?
Better than that, I shall show you.
Are you going to tell me what happened to your hand?
Better than that, I shall show you.
Bah vas-y, montre-le. Montre-le.
Good. I think that's about right. We shall speak about it once we get back to France.
Great actions for humanity have been decided by demons for centuries, Louis. They are playing with our destiny. We are their slaves. And it's time for it to stop. By the way, what was Mortimer's project at this conference?
He wants the United States to occupy all the North American territory. France should recover Louisiana and give it to the United States. In that case, the Americans would just have to push west to chase the Spanish from the continent once and for all.
And as Mortimer controls Washington, you may just as well say that it will put him at the head of a world superpower. We should do our utmost to put a stop to Mortimer's plans. But for the time being, there are more pressing matters.
Are you going to tell me why we're here?
There. That's why we are here.
Il y a plein de trucs alternatifs quoi. Alors, réussi. J'ai réussi à passer par la chambre de Napoléon Bonaparte sans laisser de traces. J'ai protégé l'une des deux jumelles, Hillsborough. Je suis allé voir l'attroupement devant la chambre de Lady Hillsborough. Alternative, j'aurais pu être témoin de la résolution de Napoléon Bonaparte. J'aurais pu discuter avec Piaggi de ses motivations. J'aurais pu apprendre quelque chose sur Al-Azif. J'aurais pu passer par la chambre de Jacques Perru pour aller sur le balcon. Ouais. Alors, je veux pas être méchant, mais passer par la chambre de Jacques Perru, oui. Oui, mais... Osef, j'aurais pu apprendre quelque chose sur Al-Azif. Je sais pas comment. J'aurais pu discuter avec Piaggi. Bah, j'ai pas trouvé. J'aurais pu être témoin de la résolution de Napoléon Bonaparte. Je l'ai pas trouvé. Ah, peut-être qu'il fallait que j'aille leur parler après qu'il y ait eu le coup de feu. Possible. Possible que ce soit ça. Bon, c'est l'heure de dépenser des points. Putain, je suis full. Non, je suis pas full, ok. Alors, on va mettre là, histoire de le maxer un petit peu. Là, de façon à ne plus... à ce que ça nous coûte le moins possible, là-dedans. Et enfin, on va mettre... Quelles compétences j'utilise assez? Il y a ça, il y a ça, il y a... la sorte de point. Point qui est là. Court et pas intense. Je vous laisse. Bonne soirée à toi, Nae. Amuse-toi bien avec Haroun. Et à une prochaine. Plus plus. Et là, en manipulation. Succès verrouillé, double jeu.
I don't think we're even capable of doing it. You're going to have to find a way to open it.
Why, of course. And what's inside?
Something to vanquish them with?
Perfect. So, how does it open?
We'll need several keys. I found a note from the architect who conceived the mechanism in Mortimer's secret study. We have to first gather 5 objects before we try anything.
Are the 5 objects the keys?
Exactly. We have the Clement III cross, the nails, the Gutenberg Bible, the exegesis of Judas, an armillary sphere, and all we need to match up the dates between the different calendars.
Bref, allez-y, choisissez. Pourquoi c'est jamais des coussins, des chaussettes ou des crayons? Ah bah moi je me pose surtout la question de pourquoi est-ce que c'est jamais plutôt un astic, un trombone, sans faire un hélicoptère, merde.
Why a cross?
Well, I haven't the foggiest idea, but it just so happens that's what you are going to use to activate the mechanism. I found the one Mortimer kept. It belonged to Cardinal Guibert, better known by the name of Pope Clement III.
Perfect. Where is it?
Unfortunately, I've lost it. When I lost my hand, I went dashing out, and it must have fallen from my pocket.
Donc vous choisissez.
Remember, Mother. I'm certain you can remember.
Let me think.
You were running.
I was bleeding to death.
You remember the pain.
I thought I was going to faint. Yes, I remember. I don't think it can be far, can it?
Would you have lost it outside?
No, I don't think so. It must be in the area. I don't remember going up with it.
Perfect. I'll search the crypt before leaving. Some nails?
Don't ask me. I'm not the one who made the mechanism, you know. When I arrived, there were already a few of them inserted, so I didn't have to worry about those. On the other hand, I remember seeing some in Mortimer's secret study, behind his nightmare.
And a golden cup? Yes. Yes, I saw them too.
Perfect. It will be easy for you to find them then. You need 3 of them.
Very well.
You remember what to do about the rollers. 1191 to enter, and 6466 to exit.
Of course. An exegesis. Anything else?
Did you manage to vanquish the Medusa?
To open the chimney? Yes, absolutely.
So you've already come across it. It's the Bible of Judas that is exposed in the secret room behind the chimney.
Why do they call it an exegesis?
Because that's what it is, and not an apocryphal Bible, strictly speaking. It's the study of a text with a summary, not an actual Bible. Anyway, well done for the Gorgon. You did well. You didn't get tricked by the light bouncing back.
Thanks. Do you think I can take it safely?
We haven't got a choice, Louis. Without it, we won't be able to work out this cursed mechanism.
This is the book in which you left your correspondence with Duchess Hillsborough, isn't it?
That's right.
You still believe it's in the tower room, don't you?
I don't know. There is only one way to find out, though.
Right. I shall go and see. There's one in the portrait gallery.
Yes, but it's enormous. If you don't want to have to go back and forth several times, then I suggest you get a smaller one.
What did you do then?
I didn't think I'd need one. I started without one, and I lost my hand before I did need one. And you can see the result.
What do you mean by the concordance of dates exactly?
Don't worry about that. We already have them. They are written on the back of the message I just gave you. One last thing before you go. Be very careful. If you come across anyone, they can all potentially be spies of Mortimer or Holm. Don't ever confide in anyone because a demon can slip inside them at any moment.
Wait, not all of them though. Take Washington.
Especially Washington. He's been conditioned by Mortimer for years. Look at them, for crying out loud. How do you explain their behavior otherwise? The most influential politicians in the Western world gather together without the least protection, without a single aid to assist them, to participate in a conference during which the guests start dropping like flies. Me, Adams, Peru, Hillsborough. Look at the number of calamities that have happened over the past few days. And not one of them has asked to leave the island? Do you find that normal? You'll see. Go up to the manor to look for the keys, and I wager not one of them will speak to you about my being in Emily's room.
Do you think so?
Go on, you'll see. And come back with all the objects in one go. Time is against us.
And remember, the code to get out of the secret office is 6466.
Donc, vous avez le choix pour la lecture. Nous avons donc un discours de la méthode, plutôt, nous avons logique, linguistique, interrogatoire, occultisme et agilité. Je répète, agilité. Occultisme, interrogatoire, linguistique et logique. Pour information, agilité, on l'a déjà maxé. Logique, pareil. Et interrogatoire, pareil. Logique, linguistique, interrogatoire, occultisme et agilité. Donc, occultisme pour Alzalia. Donc, allez-y. J'aurais besoin encore de 2 compétences, les gens. Choisissez dans le chat, s'il vous plaît. Agilité, interrogatoire, logique ou linguistique. C'est l'heure du war. Donc choisissez les gens. Bah on va t'attendre 10 secondes, Alzalia. Si personne répond, oui tu choisis. Bon, on va pas y passer 50 ans non plus, faut pas déconner. Ils dorment. Je vois ça. Je vois ça. Les gens dorment. Bon bah du coup, Alzalia, vas-y, tu choisis. Agilité, interrogatoire, logique et linguistique. Linguistique et logique. Et par contre, on va s'arrêter là-dessus. Pourquoi? Parce que clairement, la dernière fois, j'ai fait largement plus de temps de stream que j'aurais dû faire sur The Council pour commencer l'épisode 3. Donc là, cette fois-ci, j'en fais moins parce que je n'ai pas envie de dépasser l'horaire comme la dernière fois. Bah, dans tous les cas, je vous remercie à tous et à toutes d'avoir suivi ce petit trailer sur The Council épisode 3. J'espère qu'il vous aura plu. On se retrouve à 22h pour avancer sur Nioh. Pour ce qui est de jeudi, vendredi à 18h, vous aurez toujours le Final Fantasy XII. Pour ce qui est de demain même déjà, mercredi 18h, on continuera Tales of Symphonia. Mercredi 22h, vous aurez la suite de Breach and Clear. Samedi 22h, Unravel. Dimanche 16h, on commencera Red Dead Redemption 2. Dimanche 18h, on commencera L'aventure, on continuera l'aventure sur Octopus Traveler. Dimanche 22h, vous aurez la suite de Vampire. La semaine prochaine, lundi 18h, toujours Final Fantasy XII. Et mardi de la semaine prochaine, 18h, vous finirez l'épisode 3 de The Council. Et peut-être qu'on commencera l'épisode 4 si vous mettez pas trop de temps. Bref, dans tous les cas, je vous remercie à tous et à toutes. Passez une bonne soirée. Et je vous dis donc à tout à l'heure pour Ordunio. Ou à une prochaine. Allez. Ciao, ciao tout le monde. Bye bye.
Peggy 16.
Dearest Mother, I came to this rock to find you. But I only find myself surrounded by schemers. The President, the soldier, the Duchess, and the Cardinal, and those who invited us here. But I won't be a pawn in their games. What brought you here? What have you left for me to find? Are you even still alive?
Why do you think she wanted to leave?
Everything is possible if you make the right choices.
It will take all my skill and my silver tongue to solve this mystery. Before it's too late.